Alright, I believe I'm live. I'm just gonna move this over here and finish getting this set up, get the music going. I'm gonna dive right in. I don't have a lot of time today. But my opponent is Skyline. I wonder if he's a car guy. If that's a Nissan Skyline that he's referring to. But the title of the stream, Clubbing Baby Seals, not to throw shade at my opponent, but this used to be in the position that I was in all the time, but I was on his side of it. So my opponent only has 5 Galactic Legends, 9.8 million Galactic Power, so I have a pretty sizable advantage over him. So I suspect that this Grand Arena is going to be a lot like Clubbing Baby Seals. I don't anticipate this to be a particularly challenging Grand Arena, but we'll confirm that in just a minute. Not a lot of Datacrons, so no Jabba, no Leia. I don't see how this could go wrong, although that could be a famous last word. Okay. So I stuck with my normal defense, and it looks like he got through Leia in one, and I suspect that was with SLKR, but I'm not 100%. But I also threw Jabba on the same wall, in case he used SLKR to get through Leia. Jabba would give him a hard time. It looks like that's what happened. Vader's got a hold. He hasn't tried Phoenix yet, so my opponent might be actively playing right now. Had my opponent actually been able to clear a lot, I might be in trouble because I waited so long. It's just been a busy day. I haven't gotten around to it. So let me see how tough my opponent's defenses are. Doesn't look too bad. This is probably the team I'm going to have the least amount of experience with, so I anticipate General Skywalker here, although if I do General Skywalker there, I'll probably have to use Sith Eternal on Sith Empire.
Commander Rex, you're in violation of Order 66.
As long as I clear through one zone, I should be fine, so I can always overkill things. I've got a lot on offense, so I feel like I'll start here. We'll run some Sith Empire and see what we can do. The one... Actually, let me just do Sith, because I think I want to throw in Talon. The one thing that makes me a little bit concerned is Barriss. I don't know how much Barriss is going to make my life miserable. I'll give it a try. I feel like... I don't feel like I can even worry about stats. We don't have a lot of great stats, but I feel like some extra doubt might be nice. But I actually think just one of the, where I inflict a debuff and I do max damage, maybe that might be better here. I don't know. If this doesn't work, I can just come in properly with SLKR or something like that, but I figure I'd give this a try, because this should work. And we'll just, there you go. So the goal with this is to get the protection off of Jedi Master Skywalker so that he drops his taunt. Once he drops his taunt, that will allow me to hit some of the other Jedi. Okay, so I feel like maybe I hit Barriss here. But keeping ability block on Skywalker seems smart. He's taunting again. And maybe I just go all in on Skywalker. Maybe that's going to be the move. He does have buff immunity, so when I get a big hit with Malgus, maybe I look at somebody else to go in on. Maybe Barris? Yeah, Barris is just going to be annoying, so... I think old Ben was thrown in here in an attempt to... maybe just get... Oh, I can't. Okay, just basic. I think they threw Ben as an attempt to get an extra taunt to make my life more difficult, which did not work. Yeah, I feel like if you're gonna set Jedi Master Luke on defense, I feel like you have to give him a really good team. Because otherwise stuff like this happen. Which even with a really good team, I feel like the Malgus counter is relatively reliable. Although I could be wrong. Alright, let's see if we can get Luke out of here, see if we can get the other Luke out of here. Yeah, I feel like this went pretty well. I'm not going to be able to heal up Talon at all, but yeah, drop some banners, but I'm not exactly banner pinching in this round. Okay, so for Radis, I feel that Jedi Knight Revan is probably how I'm going to deal with that. Just about any. I feel like Ezra for the attack power is going to be the best bet here. And then armor penetration. Sure. And the goal here is just making sure we get Radis killed. So, if you have your team dialed correctly, what you'll do is you will pass it to Grandmaster Yoda. Oh no, I did that wrong. I should have passed to Bastila. That's okay. I don't care. I don't think it really makes a difference, but time will tell. Because then we give it to Yoda. Yoda spreads the buffs. Then we can just keep calling Yoda to put the damage down on everybody. And bring Yoda in again. There we go. Now the key is we don't want Jin to resurrect, so I'll call Bastila and hope to get the ability block, and we get the kill, which is even better. So that should buff dispel, it should remove the taunt. No, that should remove the taunt. There we go. Okay, now I just want to take it easy and restore everybody's health to max. I don't think I'm gonna be able to restore everybody's protection, which is fine in this scenario because banner efficiency is not the goal. It's just to clear a wall, and I think as long as I clear a wall, there shouldn't be a problem. So Grand Inquisitor, no Riva. So I feel like I have so many options. But I don't want to do anything stupid because I don't have an unlimited amount of time. I almost almost want to do Padme here. The problem is I don't have Great Galactic Republic supporting casts. I don't think I want to do that. Maybe I'll just throw Afra. I think maybe just Afra is going to be the move here. With the Afra Kron, this is extreme overkill. At least I think this is extreme overkill. I really like that they brought Afra to the game, because to me that was the first signal that they were willing to go pretty deep into the Star Wars characters to pull into the game. There are a lot of characters that are not well known, and by putting in Afra and then Sana Starros was the other one, I feel like that leaves hope for just about any character to come to the game, which to me is really exciting. And the fact that they made Afra a pretty decent team helps. It's not like they just brought in Afra just for the heck of it. Because now all of a sudden we have use for some of these dark side droids that really didn't have a home. I mean, HK can do some stuff in certain Revan teams, but I mean, that's just beautiful. The fact that you can just melt through almost any team in the game that easily. Now that's with the Datacron as well, but to me that's a lot of fun. It's been a long time since I've seen a Mothma team. I feel like people don't set that. I'm gonna come over the top and just bring in General Skywalker here. There are some teams on his north wall that General Skywalker would be good against, but I don't know that I'm going to have time to get to them. First off. Second off, I don't think I'm going to need to clear them. And third of all, I don't know what he's got on his back wall on the south. Full disclosure, I did not scout my opponent, so he could have anything, and I feel like there's very little that I would need General Skywalker for on his back wall. So we'll see if that was a dumb decision or not. Yep. All is well. So we'll try Starkiller over here. I still have 3 Galactic Legends to throw down somewhere. With Starkiller, man, I don't have great. I guess the doubt. I feel like there's just a doubt Datacron. I don't know. The good news for me is that this is a more traditional Rey lineup, and my opponent is not putting a lot of tricky stuff. Can proc the damage immunity. I think I can still hit healing immunity. No, I cannot hit healing immunity. Okay, well. So the question is, I feel like I just try to kill Ray here. Because it's possible I'm going to kill her before she does that. Okay, all is well. Just remove the inspiration. Everybody's at full health and protection, so unless he has just absolutely insane mods on his Ray, where the offense is something absurd, I should survive this without any issues. We're just doing basics. Just waiting for Ray to take a turn. Thank you, Ray. Now I feel like I want to get Ben pretty low. Oh my gosh, you're killing me, dude. Alright. Star Killer, please take a turn. Okay. Ben is dead. Let's pull it out of the sky. Everybody's stunned. So that should kill them off. Full health and protection. Ben's gonna keep popping back, but we don't care about that. Okay, there we go. 65. This can be a pretty nasty team. I feel like Afra is usually a good counter for that, but I don't have Afra. I do have Galactic Legends, so that's what I'm gonna do here. I'm just gonna throw... I'm just gonna give him all the leftover Jedi. And I'll give him a decent Datacron. Oh, I just realized that's not the best version of this team. I could have come in with a lot of other things, actually. Because I'm used to seeing the Fin Poe plus Zori. But that's alright. What does this do? Yeah, that's an attack. Okay. I'll take an easy win, and then... I feel like just coming in extreme overkill with Night Sisters. I kind of see what my opponent was doing. With the strategy on defense. A lot of these things would want somebody like General Skywalker who prevents revives over here. And over here, General Skywalker's good, General Skywalker's good. A lot of counters that call for General Skywalker. He uses some people like General Skywalker versus Radis. I feel like that's kind of the route they were trying to go, perhaps. I'm not sure exactly, but I'll come in just extreme overkill over here. That will seal the win. No need for a Datacron. Get that taunt off, and then come back, swipe. Depends how you have your first, or how the speeds dialed. I like having a really fast first order officer because he can give SLKR another turn to use his other special. And right now both of his specials are on cooldown, but we get Hux to pass the turn to him. Oh, because Hux didn't have advantage. Normally Hux has advantage and his cooldowns get reset, but that's alright. Kill there, kill, die, kill, die. So there we have it. Pretty easy Grand Arena. It's exactly as I anticipated it would go. Seems like everybody else in our bracket is going to be pretty difficult. But for today, I'll take a smooth win, and I definitely do not miss the days of having to punch way up every time. I know that can be frustrating, and so hopefully my opponent is doing what I always did and is just moving forward. Did I miss something? How did he not get stunned? See if we can get the stun on him now. I think we want this. Pass the turn to him, and then call the assist in here. And we just take out... Oh shoot, I thought I was taking out Anakin there. Alright, somebody take out Anakin before he gets a turn, please. There we go. We should finish with just about full health and protection. Omega looks like she's back at full protection, so yeah, Bad Batch, easy counter. I will throw Wampa down over here. I don't think I need anything. I think just straight Wampa with his Omicron. I don't think it's possible for Wampa to lose this. I don't know if my opponent has Iden Verso, but I feel like if he has that same thought process on trying to pull out counters, Iden and Grievous on the front wall with another team that might pull General Skywalker. I feel like you have to kind of leverage more of those types of teams. I don't know. Who knows? I mean, my opponent's strategy might simply have just been, let me just set down teams that aren't horrible and try to have really good efficiency on offense. He did have that surprise Ray on the back wall, but the counter to Ray, or the consistent counter that I always use, is Starkiller, and he had nothing that would draw Starkiller out on the front wall. So I think those are the possible areas for improvement. But otherwise, pretty smooth. I'll take the win. There really wasn't much action required on my part. Besides switching, I'll talk a little bit about my defense. When you're coming into a situation like this where you severely outmatch your opponent, which is pretty new territory. It's really only in the past 5 months that I've had a full roster where I've been able to really leverage some positions of power. The biggest thing is making sure that making sure they have to make tough decisions. So again, I put Leia and Jabba on the same wall, and if he looked at that wall and said, I'm not sure that I can get through that, I want to try hitting the other wall. Well, on this side he has Master Kenobi, the tricky Rey team, Reva, and what's her name? I didn't play this game. Serjunda. I didn't play whatever this Cal Kestis game is. What's it called? Well, I didn't play it, so I'm not as familiar with these characters, but this is a pretty tough wall to get through as well, so it definitely wouldn't have been an easy decision trying to figure out which route to go. And that's really the key, is just don't hand them the game. Because when I was on the other side, so many times, you know, I had 4 GLs and my opponents would just set a weird defense that gave me openings to win. And if he brings offense that's heavy enough to fully clear the defense that I'm putting down, that means his defense is going to be so weak that I can easily out-banner him. So those are, I don't know, those are the types of tactics that I think about when I play, when I'm setting defense. But the rest of the people in this bracket, actually, how much time do I have time to clear out now? I have 36 seconds. Because I wouldn't have minded trying Rebels against this Serjunda team. I don't know if that would have done much good. But I think that's an interesting matchup that I'd be interested in seeing. I mean, I could try Imperial Troopers, especially because he has a weak Fulcrum. So she might be the weak link. But I have to get through Kylo Ren Unmasked. I don't know. I would have liked to try Rebels. That might be a stupid matchup. But the opportunity is gone. So, sealed in the win. I'll be playing Victory Celebration momentarily. I'll just take a quick look at who my opponent is for the next round. Uber won. And I feel like everybody else in this bracket had a pretty full roster. So yeah, he's got all the Galactic Legends. He's got 11.6 million galactic power. So this is someone who's I'm punching slightly up, but we're pretty even. So I'll just check the speed. Then I'll also check Datacrons. Interesting. So his fastest non-GL character is 7th Sister. Why on earth would this be the fastest? I wonder, how fast is she? 339. Okay, so not crazy fast. So he doesn't have a lot of speed, which is definitely going to work to my advantage. But the next match should be a good one. I won't wait until the last minute for that one, because I'll need some time to look at what defense he's setting and work through a plan. So the next one will be a little bit more in-depth, but for now, I am going to play Victory Celebration and sign off. So thanks for sticking around and hanging out for a minute. May the Force be with you, and Have a good evening. I don't know where it is over there. It might be afternoon or morning. Have a good rest of your day.